Hi, we're Chris and Teresa, and we would love to guide you on your fiber arts journey. We own a successful fiber processing mill and online needle felting business, experienced at raising all fiber animals, and have renovated a 100-year-old school into a fiber arts retreat center.
Processing, needle felting, yarn, roving, fiber animals, and sustainable agriculture are all topics discussed here. Think of this as your one-stop shop for advice, information, tips, and getting your questions answered on all things from farm to needle. So pull up a seat, make sure you're cozy, and get ready to be inspired while you learn. This is EweTube.
Welcome to EweTube 188. We're closing in on EweTube 200. We're going to have to do something special for EweTube 200, but who knows what that'll be. Yeah.
We have no idea.
Yeah, we don't. We have no employee interview. We're running out of employees. We have one employee left that is we don't even know is willing because we haven't asked her because she only works about 1 day a week.
Yeah, and we have two CAD interviews.
Mm-hmm. One that I've heard is busy
crabby.
is busy for the rest of her life, but
and the other one's just moody.
Little crabby day to day, so we
decided not to.
Yeah.
We don't want to
wait for
expose
a better
you
day.
to that.
Yes, and we are here. We've had blizzard after blizzard after blizzard, and we have canceled so much. We are really in the winter doldrums here.
Yeah, this is actually my first day out since Wednesday?
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday
before. Yes, it was Tuesday when because we were hurrying up to get the last EweTube done because there was another storm rolling in.
I did get home, but I didn't get back.
No, because it was like storm after storm. We had to cancel all our classes on Saturday. We had to cancel. We had folks that were going to come and stay, and they could come and stay. It was just.
We had so many things planned this weekend that we had to cancel, and then we had to call them all. Because it was a real blizzard. It wasn't. We didn't have to cancel it, and it turned into nothing.
Right, which is really frustrating.
Nasty blizzard.
It was nasty. Yeah, yeah, it was. The whole state of North Dakota was shut down.
There's so much snow right now that if I leave and while I'm gone, if the wind were to blow a teeny bit, I can't get back into my yard. I can't get down the gravel road. There is so much snow piled up on each side, and we will blow a path for me to get out, but if it's to blow a lot while I'm gone, I can't get back in.
And that's the case with all the county roads, all the,
well, and even on like highways, like coming here, I could see they were, trying to fix these, so you can see these big, where the drifts were just cut off. Coming, that must have covered the entire highway, and they have just cut it off, and they're trying to make it so it doesn't drift again, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
there's just so much snow.
Yeah, but spring is in sight. It's gotta come real soon.
It's not in sight.
It's kind of in sight. It should be in sight.
We feel like it should be in sight. The time changed. Now we have more sunlight.
We do have more sunlight
into the evening.
Evening. But
no, but the snow. There's so much snow.
There just is.
If the wind blows, it's bad.
It's out in the western North Dakota. It is the third largest amount of snow since they started keeping track.
Wow. I don't know, what is it here?
Because I don't know. They never said. It's got to be up there.
It's a lot of snow.
It's a lot of snow. I'm just worried that it's all of a sudden going to be 60 degrees and it's all going to be melting at once. And yikes! I'll be really glad I don't have a basement at that point. Yeah. Yuck. We'll be canoeing in your pasture again.
Well, yes, because we're going to shear this next week. This coming week.
Yeah. So that means spring. That means lambing.
Yes, and I mean, with all the snow, you can't help but think there's going to be a little flooding. So there's going to be, and we have, like, on our road to our house, there's
2 sloughs.
Ponds.
Yep.
Yes, and they usually go over the road on a normal year.
This year, I can't imagine there's even going to be a road.
No.
Yikes.
We have a canoe.
And we'll use it.
We're optimistic.
That was really fun last year.
I will be home and I'll be sharing pictures of lambs. Chris just needs to get there in the canoe.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll all be good. We'll have fun. It'll be good, good, good. Yes.
And that's optimistic, thinking the winter's going to get done.
Yes, it will. It will. You know, there's only been 1 year, because I'm a golfer and I used to golf. I haven't touched my clubs for many years, but it's been only 1 year that I can remember since I started golfing that we haven't golfed since at April 15th, somewhere in the area in North Dakota here. So April 15th is generally when the golf courses start opening up. So
You've golfed on April 15th.
oh gosh, every single year. Yeah. I mean, not that I have, but the courses have opened.
I'm just thinking of how many blizzards we've had in April. Or snow.
But April 15th is seriously.
You make me want to look at my pictures of
You look
last
back
year's.
on your pictures. Was it last year? It was recently that it didn't happen though. It didn't happen until like May. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to be this year. You're not going to see any grass for a while. It's so deep.
It's so deep.
I mean, we started the season with, I don't know, how many inches? I don't know how many inches we've gotten all winter. I don't know. It's just
Like 97
ridiculous.
inches. A lot.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Another thing we want to mention is we are taking YouTube on the road. It's coming to a locale near you. Sue, we can hardly wait for this. Yeah.
So last
That's
week,
just a little tidbit. We're not
last
giving
week we
too many.
talked about going to a mill in Buffalo, Wyoming that Chris went to, and I said I was interested, and then we heard that others might be interested, and so we're thinking YouTube on the road might be
Fun.
thing.
Doesn't
And
that sound
then-
like fun, folks? Yes!
And then Libby, my daughter, said,
Oh.
you know what YouTube people do?
What?
They say, I'm going to be in this town. Come.
Oh, really? I
Come
didn't
meet
know
us. Wouldn't that be fun?
that. Yes! Oh my goodness.
I think so.
I love this.
We're going to be in this town if you're in the area. We'd love to meet you. It'll be
Oh
so much
my
fun.
gosh, I love this. Oh, this is good. This is huge. Okay, folks, prepare
We
for
have
this.
so many
This is good.
plans, but we just had this thought this week, so
This is good.
can't expect too much.
Yeah, so it's in the baby stages right now. Yes, okay, and then another thing, we want to pray for Mike. It is, oh my goodness, you all are watching this Saturday, so his birthday was Wednesday. 4
The
days ago.
15th.
3 days ago? 4 days ago. Anyway, the 15th of March, and yeah, and he's doing much better. We are just praying for continued healing and strength for him, his dear wife Mary, and yeah, it's been quite the challenge for him, and we can hardly wait till we hope maybe next week we can get him,
On here.
yeah, to come to the school and
Be on YouTube.
be on YouTube. That
Again.
would be awesome. So, Mike, prepare for
The
that.
goal.
We have to roll ourselves over to your home. We would love to get you on. Yeah.
Roll?
Walking?
But we could walk.
We could walk rather than
Or
roll.
Ice skate.
Ice skate.
Snowshoe.
Oh no! Don't say that. The snow is going to be gone.
By when? Next week?
Maybe.
I'm afraid not. So this last week, I was stuck at home during this blizzard. I was getting so much done. It's amazing what you can get done when you're
Oh,
just
I
stuck
hear
at
you.
home,
I was getting so much done in the mill.
all by yourself.
Awesome. Yeah.
Doing things, and I just was inspired to make bunnies because I'd been making polar bears, which were just too much winter for me.
Too much winter.
And I was done, and I made the kit. It was done, and it's like it's time to make bunnies. And so I made a bunny. I had this little, I don't know, I found it while I was checking the sheep one day. It's this little, I don't know, it's part of a,
Tree?
maybe.
Is it wood?
It's wood.
Okay.
And I found it in the shelter belt, and it had this little hole in it, and I thought, well, this would be perfect for a bunny to climb out of. So I made this bunny sitting in this hole.
And it's
this,
popping up right now.
And then I was trying to make more bunnies, so I have a bunny I'm working on right now. So hopefully it's showing up here because it's done. But bunnies, yeah, once I started making bunnies, it just, yeah.
Spring
It's
is coming.
amazing how happy it can make you.
Because
And
they're
happy.
so stinking cute.
They're happy, they're cute.
So cute.
They're all about spring.
Yep.
So I suggest making a bunny. If you're
Make a
tired of
bunny.
winter,
Make a bunny.
make a bunny.
Make a bunny.
So this week, in just a couple days, before this airs, we're going to be sharing,
Oh yeah. They'll all be naked by now. Have a bunch of naked sheep.
which is exciting because we always look forward to sharing
Absolutely.
and getting all of their wool. And this year we did have an issue with them all being sick, and so we're prepared to see what we're going to see.
Yep. There'll be some fever breaks. We've talked about fever breaks in the past YouTube. So.
But
Yeah.
we're still excited to get all of their wool.
Yep.
And
Yep.
we're excited to see who's pregnant, who's not pregnant, how far along they are. We're due to start lambing the second week in April. And so once you shear them, you can really see where they're at. When
So
they
you
have
kind of
all
know
this
if there's
wool-
some early.
Yes.
some
So
early
if
ones?
all this wool on them, you can't really tell how far along they are. So it's fun to get that off. And they all have this amazing, huge, big barn for them so they can all stay warm and cozy. So it's no worries. So that's on Wednesday and Thursday of this week that we're going to be sharing. We have a lot of things going on here at the school that it wasn't the best week for us, but the shearer, he does like a circuit through North Dakota, and when he's in the area, you just say, yes, I'll be ready.
You just drop everything and yep.
Because
what you
he
gotta
needs
do.
to move on to make money. I mean, he
Yep.
needs to shear so many sheep a day, and so we try to help him out there. And so Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, we are going to speak. We're going to be, Chris and I
We
are
would
going to be
have
speaking.
spoken.
We will have spoken
Yes.
at, it's the, I have no idea right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we would have spoken on Wednesday morning at Startup Brew, which is at the Drucker Brewing Company in Fargo.
The
And it's,
Brouhaha.
so it's all about entrepreneurs and their startup story. So I'm going to share my story of Bear Creek Felting, and Chris is going to share her story of Dakota Fiber Mill, and then we're going to end with this partnership.
This whole thing going on.
We're going to try, we each have 6 minutes. So,
Yeah. And then there's Q&A though, so.
So right now we haven't done it yet, but when you see it, we've done it. So hopefully you can
We're a
just
little
go
nervous.
back.
We're always a little nervous to speak. I mean, what is it?
Speaking together is so much better, but
It
we have
is, by
to speak
ourselves.
separately.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
It'll all work
We
out.
know our stories well. We're going
We
to share
do.
our stories.
Yep.
And then there's question and answer, and I mean, it's just an honor for us to
It
be
is.
a part of it.
It certainly is.
Because we're not in Fargo, but
Nope.
we need their support.
We certainly do. And advice. I mean, there's a lot of entrepreneurial type folk there that we're hoping to get some advice from.
So we're honored that they asked us,
Absolutely.
and neither one of us consider ourselves speakers, but we're trying. We've done it a few times now, but we're we're going to practice some more tonight.
Cool. Okay, questions from this week. Can you felt onto any bar sew?
Yes,
Absolutely.
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It can
matter.
be Dove. It can
You can
be
make
Irish Spring. It can be, I can't think of any
lever.
others. Levers?
That's what I
at
use. I
grocery
like
store.
lever soup.
Soup.
Soap, lever soap. I like lever soap. It's very refreshing. Coast, the eye opener. My legs are too long for this table. Okay, and then we had a question. Can you start a mill, a fiber processing mill, kind of piece it together? Can you start with just one piece of equipment and then add as you go along? And absolutely you can do that. You can start with just a sink and you can start washing wool, and then you can just add a carder. Patrick Green carder. They were bought out by some other company. I don't even know what it's called right now. Or even a drum carder, electric drum carder, and you can start doing bats. You can put a roving deck on even the smaller carders and start doing roving.
So I started with a drum carder, washing in my kitchen. That's how I did, and I sold a lot that way on Etsy. But you can also, if you're just interested in selling roving, you can do all the washing like in your kitchen.
Absolutely.
And then you can have a carding machine, like a larger one like we have.
Yep.
That makes roving.
And that's all you need.
There's so many
to get going. You don't really need a picker. You can hand pick it with your hands.
There's also pickers that you can make yourself. My husband made ours. It's a picker. You just
pendulum picker.
You just run it by hand, which we have somewhere, but we just can't find it right now. I don't know why. Why can't we find it? It's in the theater somewhere. And we did that for years. We picked it by hand, and then you run it through the carder, which is, you can take it slowly.
Absolutely. You don't need to buy $250,000 worth of equipment right off the get-go. You can certainly piece it together. And you can start in just your basement, in just your garage, and
so you
could
you could do all the washing in your home. And the picking in your home, and the carder could be in your garage. It is a little bigger, so you might want it in there. But yes, you definitely could. And then once you got that much, then you could add the next stage.
You can
it's
add the drafters and the spinners and the pliers and whatnot from there. Absolutely. Yep. Which, I mean, there is a definite need for all stages, whether it's just into bats or just into roving or onto the spinning.
Or if it's just for what you need to make what you make and sell it, and sell it.
So, you can sell it at farmers markets, you can sell it at fiber festivals, at, absolutely, on Etsy, all sorts of outlets. So yes, absolutely, you can piece it together and start small and work your way up.
Okay, so the question last week was name the polar bears. So
name the mama polar bear.
Yeah. And so someone came up with the name Mishka, which we thought was very, very cute. We like Mishka. We think we can remember Mishka. We do a lot of tours here at the Nome Schoolhouse.
Yep.
We have several names. The elephants have names.
Anthony.
And I know those giving
Nana
tours struggle.
Muvala. Yep. Remembering.
So Mishka seemed easy, and it was cute, and we liked it.
And the twins, the Mishka's triplets are all males. What's it? They're males. They're all baby boy polar bears.
She thinks they are.
They are. Sure of it. One's a little handicapped. So, yeah. Okay, so who won the
So the prize winner is Debbie Flowers. She
Congratulations.
named the mama polar bear Mishka, and we love it. We're going to name her Mishka.
Yep. And the question for next week is boom.
So every year I have a theme for my baby lambs.
Yep.
What I should name that. Yep. We have had so many different themes over the years.
So many.
Disney characters, noodles. Last year we had
Desserts.
desserts.
You've had counties, you've had elements, you've had games, you've had candy, you've had car brands. You've had, what else? Can't think
Car
of-
models. we've
models.
had. Oh yeah.
Yes, so many.
Narnian names.
Mm-mm.
So we wouldn't have enough for right now. So this year we needed the theme. Because lambing's going to begin like the second week of April, we need a theme. I have no idea, so I haven't even thought about it 1 second.
So, help.
Yeah, so we need some theme ideas. People have come up with amazing ideas in the past. So
Dun, dun,
let
dun.
us know.
So we'll wait. And
We need to
see.
be able to pronounce them. Noodles were difficult. My husband didn't appreciate the noodle names. Some of them he's like, how do I even say that, dear? I don't know. I'm just calling it spotted lamb. now.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah. Fun,
And
interesting names.
And we're going down, and Teresa's going to teach me how to do something.
It's going to be challenging. Right? You're
Yeah.
going to listen to me.
I'm gonna listen to it.
It's a practice.
I don't have very good patience. I have terrible patience, so it'll be good.
It's practice for an upcoming class I'm doing, which I had done this thing and I need to teach it to people. And so I asked Chris, do you think I can teach this to people? She goes, well, you can teach it to me.
She can teach it to me. She can teach it to anybody else. Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah. Okay, so we'll
Tonight,
see.
so stay tuned for
Stay
that.
tuned. We'll be back. Okay, here we are. Teresa is going to show me how to make
this.
that. It's a meadowlark. It
This
is
is our state bird.
the North Dakota state bird. And I wish I could imitate its call that it makes. It's
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful call. It's very, very distinctive. So,
And I don't consider myself an expert in this flat felting,
but that's
but I tried
amazing.
it
I don't know why she
because-
doesn't, because that's amazing. Jean, look at what she's done. Jean Hainlin has been our flat felting retreat teacher, and I think she'd be pretty proud.
So I needed a course well, not a course, just a little class for our birding retreat, which is coming up at the end of May. And so I decided to do a flat felting, which is just a little bit quicker than a 3D felting. And like if we were to make a 3D meadowlark, it would take a while. So then I decided to just try this. And so I finished that, and then I was wondering, I asked Chris, do you think I can teach it then? Because I've only made one. So she said, well, if you can teach me, you can teach anybody. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
We're going to teach Chris how to do this.
So what are you starting with here? You have a cutout.
I have it's like a pattern. So I did this on my iPad. I found a picture of a meadowlark, and I made this picture, and then I cut it out. And now I am going to trace around it onto a piece of felt.
One of these are felt squares that we have online.
And when I looked at mine, I was like, it's a meadowlark trying to be a finch. As my
It's
interpretation.
adorable.
Because it got chubbier and it's not looking as proud, and I don't know. I did something different to it. So hopefully
There we go.
in this next one, I can do it justice.
Here they
That's
are.
not it, because that one's singing. She didn't want to do singing.
I don't want to do
What
it
did she-
here, right here.
She said something about singing.
Okay,
Maybe cookie. If you don't like chewing,
mute your sound now.
we're hungry. We get
Okay,
hungry.
so we have this little ditty called a yellow sampler, and this is available.
We're not going to start with that, but we like it.
This is the yellow sampler that I'm told we're going to need. So we're starting with CBM. Okay.
I thought I tried for years to learn how to draw and paint. Okay, no.
Oh, quit it? Okay.
This is what I was worried about.
Because it's what Chris does. Anyway, okay, I'm listening. What you draw and paint.
Drawing is a lot different than painting with wool, because this already has a natural look to it. Go along the edge.
I am. on the edge.
Yeah,
It looks natural.
mm-hmm, yep.
Meadowlark.
Meadowlark.
Western meadowlark. North Dakota state bird.
That's all.